going down. White man taking everything he can. Oh, and doesn't know it and he's going down. Down, 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 down. Down that lonesome river again. Down, 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 down. He's going down that river again. White man got himself a disease, taking everything he please while he's going down. White man's patience very thin, he bound to use it to the end, 'cause he's going down. Down, 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 down. Down that lonesome river again. Down, 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 down. He's going down at a river again. Trading land and jail, going down that river again. He's going down. White man taking everything he can, though it doesn't know it and he's going down. Going down that lonesome river again. Down that lonesome river again. Lonesome river again.
Well, howdy, friends and neighbors. Welcome to the Cabin Fever Sessions with Western as Fuck and Gems on VHS, a weekly little stream to show off the best of the West, our friends from around the nation who are still out there trying to thrive and survive during these crazy fucking times. A couple streams ago, we were talking about how Laramie, where we're broadcasting right now, had a shortage of beer, and we were scared shitless for that. But our brothers and sisters and neighbors from across the border in Colorado answered the call, and for the month of May, we will be sponsored by Merle Beer from New Belgium Brewery, and we're just happy for something to wet our whistles. Got some hell of a talent on the show today. We got all the way our Texas brothers, Vincent, Neil, Emerson, and Charley Crockett. How you doing out there, boys?
Doing good, man. Doing real good.
We're doing fantastic. Thanks for having us, big dog.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're just so tickled to have you both on here. Charley, we met down in Colorado when you were passing on through. You remember that?
I don't remember, but I know it happened. Yeah.
Yeah. We shot a couple of videos of Charley Crockett for the Western as Fuck sessions down there. We went to Clover Lick Banjo. A very wonderful. Yeah. Good old boys down there. Rooster making some really fine banjos out there. Did you pick up a banjo while you were down there?
I did. They informed me that I don't have a license to play, but I do anyway.
Amen. How you doing, Vincent?
I'm doing good, man.
Wonderful. Since touring, have you ever come out to these parts up here in Wyoming, the great old Prairie Wonder?
I've driven through it multiple times. I don't think I've played a show over there yet, man.
Well, you're going to have to make a pit stop here next time because Laramie, Wyoming loves you, and we'd love to have you play at one of our fine establishments. Boys, what's it like in these strange, really times going on, just not being able to be on the road and stuck in your houses? Let's start with you, Charley.
Oh man, it reminds me a lot of how things were for me like about 10 years ago. Like I remember just, you'd be hoboing around and get stuck I'd get stuck in weird situations, just kind of relying on the kindness of people that take you in and stuff. And I just kind of remember being holed up in weird places, suburban areas and different towns you kind of drift into, and not having much money and definitely not having any shows. It feels a lot like it. And so this live stream stuff we're doing feels like the closest it's been since I was hoboing around in a long time, to be honest with you.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. And how about you, Vincent?
Man, it's been really strange. I've been playing live shows for the past, I guess, 7 years or so. And like Charley said, it does remind me of going back to busking on the streets and stuff. I used to do that before I was old enough to get into bars and stuff like that. But it's been weird, man, but it's been really good. I've been really surprised by the amount of support that we've gotten from all the fans and everybody out there across the states and internationally as well. It's been crazy.
And support's the number one thing of why we're doing these sessions. Listen here, friends and neighbors. If you're watching now on the YouTube stream, down at the bottom, there is a nice little dollar bill sign. It's what we call our little virtual tip jar. If you are liking what you're seeing, let's support these amazing musicians out there, and whatever they make off there, we're going to give to them. Also, during their performances, we will be putting up the virtual tip jar for their Venmo, PayPal, and whatnot right there. But let's keep them alive, keep them eating. So when all this crazy shit's over with, we can go back to just really, really enjoying it. I can't remember the last time I was in a bar right now, boys. I'm getting really lonesome out here, just, trying to cope with shit like that. How do you guys cope with that?
Man, it's been nice, man. Getting a break from not being at the bars. I wasn't a big fan of drinking at bars anyway, recently at least, but it's been nice getting some break time,
Yeah, they with what me and Vincent are doing and hitting that circuit as hard as we do, and a lot of folks out here like us, you ain't gonna get no break. There's no, there ain't gonna be no voluntary break. I was talking to my daddy on the phone when this thing kind of started off, and he said, "Son, you think those people you're working with would have given you a break like this any other way?" And I said, "No, the only other break I ever got in my life was open heart surgery." So, like Vincent said, it's a welcome blessing, honestly, just to have the time, because as soon as they break that gate open, I don't think we're gonna stop again until another one of these hits, and let's hope they don't.
I think America is going to turn into a free-for-all orgy or something like that. Well, speaking of good times right now, speaking of good times right now, let's hear some music right now. I got the little ceremonious little coin here, but actual coin. Oh, we have an actual coin right here. Nah, I'm going to take this one really quick. Hey, Vincent, heads or tails?
I'll take heads, my man.
All righty, tails for Charley, and it's heads. Vincent, why don't you start us off?
I don't know if you were planning on singing this or not, Charley, but how about 7 Come 11?
Oh man, I want to hear you do it, man. That's your song.
I was gonna say we should flip a coin for it anyway at some point in this, but it looks like we just did.
Oh man, dude, honestly, I play it. I play it every night. I honestly, and the only time I ever hear you do it is with me, so I want to hear you do it.
All right, brother. Here we go. I wrote this song for the late great Townes Van Zandt. It's a tune called 7 Come 11. I rolled in a time and I laid my money at the dime on a game that was made to lose. And everything I have, I can carry on my back. I don't want nothing I can't use. 7 come 11, I will speak. 7 come 11, you will see.
When I once I had a sweet girl, fair, young, and fine. I was hers, and she was mine. Well, she could not sing a note, oh, but all along she wrote. When will you be coming home? 7 come 11, I will speak. 7 come 11, you will see. I said when I come around, all my body through this time, I keep my words in your mind. I hold on gently to the love that I have found. Lay my poor head down. 7 come 11, I will speak. 7 come 11, you will see. So I drank up all your rivers and I burned down all your trees. I swam 8 crops of blood red seas. And when the second angel came from the heavens, it did rain like Revelation 16:3. 7 come 11, I will speak. 7 come 11, you will see. Now 7 come 11, I will speak. 7 come 11, you will see.
Yip, yip. That was Vincent Neil Emerson there with 7 come 11. Nice song there, brother. That's from your new album, Fried Chicken, Evil Women, right?
Yes, sir, it is.
Oh, absolutely there. I don't think a lot of people know, but you just celebrated a birthday yesterday, didn't you?
Yes, sir, I did. 28 years old and as of yesterday.
Really? What did you do for your birthday?
I just hung back with my wife and kind of, let the gifts roll in. I got a bunch of weird packages. I got this package from New Belgium, this beer, and my UPS delivery man actually recognized me, and he was a fan of my music, which was really weird. Never felt more famous. Oh, what the fuck is that? You kidding me, man?
Happy fucking birthday there, brother. Happy Hatching Day from all of us here at Western as Fuck. And, yep, I know. If that ain't redneck as fuck, I don't know what is there. Yep.
I gotta take a picture of that.
He took a snapshot.
I took a picture of myself.
He took a screenshot of the birthday cake they just
There's even a cigarette right there. I'm going to put out the cake there. Well, we're going to enjoy that. Maybe
does
we'll
that say
scan it.
69?
Oh, yeah. It fucking says 69 right there.
Oh, that's too good. Yeah. And thank you, brother.
Oh, absolutely, man. We're excited to have you here in this world, and happy birthday, Charley. I feel like we should go next to you. Can you play a song for our buddy Vincent here? Something just for his birthday, for his hatching day.
Man, you know what I'll do actually, because first of all, listening to the way that he plays 7 come 11, and that song, the reason I play it is because. I just think it's one of the best songs anybody's written in a long time. And Vincent as a songwriter in general just means a lot to me, and Texas is lucky to have him. His birthday is back to back with Willie Nelson, and I mean that speaks for itself. But I'll do one that he actually wrote with me. This one, actually 4 of us wrote it. Myself, Vincent, Colin Colby that plays bass in my band, and a running buddy that we all have down here in Texas named Tyler Heiser. We wrote this one on the banjo. I didn't bring it down here to New Braunfels today, but the 4 of us wrote this one up in El Campo, Texas one night when there was about 25 people in the building to watch us play. This one's called Lily, My Dear. darling, Lily, my dear, what a fool reason have you come down here? Is it for money? Is it for pride? Just for the joy of watching me cry? I've gambled in Texas, been all around, stood on the corner, not a word in my mouth. Seen lots of people come rolling by, throw me $1, I can sure use me 5. Lily, my darling, Lily, my dear, what a fool reason have you come down here? Is it for money? Is it for pride? Just for the joy of watching me cry? I've got no possessions, no money I'll save. All that I'm asking is for dirt on my grave. Honey, if you love me, just let me be. Lord, in this life I can't get no relief. Lily, my darling, Lily, my dear, what a fool reason have you come down here? Is it for money? Is it for pride? Just for the joy of watching me cry? No peace for the guilty, no rest for the sinning. When I get out, I'll finally be winning. If the good times don't kill me, the devil he will lay me to rest on the Mockingbird Hill. Lily, my darling, Lily, my dear, what a fool reason have you come down here? Is it for money? Is it for pride? Or just for the joy of watching me die? There it is. Me and Vincent, we wrote that one together with our buddies. Happy birthday, Vincent, Neil Emerson.
Thank you, brother. Damn, that song was good.
Oh, yeah.
How did you two meet? Tell me a story.
Oh, do you remember Charley?
Yeah, but I want to hear you tell it first.
All right, man. I was playing at this little place in Deep Ellum, down in Dallas, called Adair's Saloon. They won't book me anymore because I forgot to promote one time when I was a youngster. I haven't played there in years, but I love that place anyway. Anyhow, old boy, I was playing a set, and old boy rolled up and basically just complimented my picking and singing and gave me a CD, which would turn out to be his first record, A Stolen Jewel. I put that shit in the CD player on the way home, and I was floored. I couldn't believe it. And since then, we've been tearing shit up together.
That's the truth. Let me tell you how I remember it. It was in Deep Ellum, but it wasn't. I don't remember it being Adair's. I remember it being the club. They share a wall, so it's Adair's on the one side and a thin wall, and on the other side is the Freeman.
Was it the Freeman?
I can't remember, to be honest with you, bro. Those days is hazy,
I know,
to say the least. But
I played a couple gigs there before they realized I wasn't really jazz enough to be doing that.
Well, what I remember is we had an old boy named Ken Welker that would book me and Vincent and a bunch of fellas and some gals around Dallas-Fort Worth. And we would play like Adair's on Friday night and the Freeman on Saturday night. So like Adair's was a country joint and the Freeman was like a jazz and blues joint. And back in those days, nobody was sober. And I mean, you know how it was. And but anyways, he was, what I remember, because maybe I probably did meet him at Adair's. I just don't remember it honestly. But at the Freeman he was playing, and I had heard him on there's a thing called Central Track in Dallas that like promotes a lot of music. And I had heard Vincent's. He had a record back then that he never really released that had some of these songs on it, and I had heard it through the grapevine. And I was so blown away by how good he was that I just basically ran down to the next place I could see him play, which was the Freeman. And he was just one of the best I'd seen in Texas in a long time. And he is playing all kinds of songs, mostly originals, but he was playing some Justin Townes Earl stuff, and he took a break, and I said, "Man, I love all them Justin Townes Earl songs you're playing." And he goes, "All them Justin Townes Earl songs, I only played one Justin Townes Earl song." I was like, my bad. He's like, "Rest of them songs are mine." and I was like, "Dang, I like him even more." Anyway, that's how I remember first meeting Vincent. Yeah, we've been running together ever since.
Oh, that's perfect. Match made in heaven there, or hell, I don't know. But what is it for? 6 years ago. What is it for a country artist out in Texas? Like, what's the mecca of places to go play there?
Well, my favorite places is Lukenbach, Green Hall, and I mean, shit. There's probably a bunch more. You take it, Charlie. I don't know.
Those two's way up there. I mean, if you're talking about just like those are the tech, man. We got the best dance halls in the world. Like
John T. Flores Country Store. That's another.
Yeah,
one.
Man. John T. Flores. Some of the honky tonk bars. You know, like I mean, we mentioned there's the White Horse, Samstown Point.
Yeah, boy.
Lonesome Rose down in San Antonio. I mean, there's a lot of them, man. I mean, Copeland Dance Hall in Copeland, Texas. Man, Fort Worth is full of all kind of old joints that, you know, maybe ain't popular, but that's, you know, there's a lot of, man.
What about Deep Ellum, Charlie?
What about it?
Well, how's that for a place right there? Music scene down there.
Oh man, I mean, obviously, that's where me and Vincent met, you know, you know, Deep Ellum is really the beginning of a music scene in Texas. It predates anything in Houston, predates anything in Austin by a long time. Like I was telling you before, Deep Ellum is the equivalent in Texas to you know, the French Quarter in New Orleans or Beale Street in Memphis, even if maybe that's been forgotten some. But like the reason that folks like me and Vincent and Leon Bridges and a whole host of other people out of North Texas to come together is because of the lasting impact of Deep Ellum, which just keeps coming back through thick and thin, poverty, gentrification, cycles back into you know, obscurity and all that type of stuff.
Well, absolutely there. Hey, let's get into another song. How about that, Vincent? You ready to play another one for us?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna play this new song I got. It's called Traveling Man.
Woo, son, get it, boy. Let me mute this thing. I'm ready. I'm gonna record this.
See if I got the key. Hello, friend. I think I got the right key. Hold up. Work. Well, hello, friends. I'm a traveling man. I spend my days in a crowded van. I've been traveling through this land, hitching rides and kicking cans. Well, hello, friends. I'm a traveling man. Well, I was born in the Texas heat. I put that highway underneath my feet soon as I could, but it did no good. I got high cards in my hand. Well, hello, friend. I'm a traveling man. I got a good woman, ain't never held me down. Well, she come running when I come around. I might get worn out now and then, but you got to get it while you can. Well, hello, friends. I'm a traveling man. Well, I did my time behind the chicken wire. I cut my teeth on a cheap guitar. Now I'm singing in a traveling band. Hope you can hear me in the stands. Well, hello, friend. I'm a traveling man. Well, hello, friends. I'm a traveling man.
Fine song there. What was the name of that there? It's a new one, ain't it?
It's a new tune called Traveling Man.
Ooh,
Traveling
boy, that's a hot
Man.
number.
I love that one.
Let me cut that.
What's that, Charlie?
I said, let me cut it after you do.
Dude, yeah. Let's do it.
Man,
Let's cut it
I'm
together.
pushing.
anytime.
I'm pushing for people in the chat now to ask some questions. There's only so far just one question here from creepy Uncle Wally that says, "Where'd you get your?" Oh no, it's not from Uncle Wally. It's from someone named Shebart. Like, what kind of capo do you have here? Asking for a friend. Vincent Neil Emerson.
Asking me.
Yeah,
it's a capo a lot of bluegrassers use. It's called an Elliott capo. They're kind of expensive, but they're worth it. Tony Rice uses one, so
ain't that
if you
pretty
want
in
the
there?
budget option, you can get one for $20. Page makes the exact style of capo. It's like a yoke capo, wraps around the guitar and stores behind the nut on the headstock. It's really convenient.
Oh, right on. You know, there's somebody's asking a question in the chat here that I've actually been kind of curious myself. We have this new age of wonderful fucking country artists like you both here yourselves. And somebody, another Logan Anderson, was asking, what do you think of a new Highwaymen group?
Shit, I don't know, man.
Well, who would you put on your Highwaymen group? And who would be your dream group?
I think they kind of hit the nail on the head with the original Highwaymen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna
that's
come
what
back
I'm
to
saying.
Well, there you go. That's what happens when people fanboy on the chat, and I also say I'm fanboying here too. But
well, if you want to hear the B team, though, we got and it's probably some of the young kids. I think Charley Crockett and Coulter Wall would definitely be on the new Highwaymen if there was.
I'm not on the B team though, dog. I'm down below that. Y'all know how to pick. I don't know how to pick. I'm just a joker.
Just
if I could pick two people to do it with, if anybody gave a dang about me doing it, I would do it with Vincent and Coulter, no doubt. That's who I'd want to do it with. Yeah.
I think a lot of folks might want to see Casper Allen on that too.
You ain't lying. But man, there's a whole bunch of young folks doing country music real good that ain't on the radar of these plastic folks coming out of commercial country. And it's like, I don't mean to be offensive to anybody, but Willie Nelson always said it best. Somebody asked him, they said, what does WSM radio stand for? And he said, wrong side of the Mississippi. And, I don't mind doing business out of Nashville, but I'm going to keep myself firmly planted in Texas. You can put that in your book.
I think I'm going to move to Nashville, man. I like it over there.
All right, well, I bet you is. Good luck.
I'll be a cold day in hell before I move out of Texas, I think, man. I love Nashville.
I'd be so upset with you. Nah, I'm just joking.
It's great you guys mentioned Casper Allen. We just got to give a shout out to our friends at Gems on VHS that are also doing Cabin Fever sessions on Saturdays. They got one coming up this week, or actually tomorrow, with the infamous Matt Heckler, and we're stoked to watch that. So tune in tomorrow after this stream and for another good joyous couple of hours of live music. Let's get right back into it. Charlie, let's have you play another song for us.
You want me to do one?
Yeah, I like that. That'd be nice.
All right, then. Let me see. So, actually, I was going to say just because, I love the Highwaymen. I love all these dudes playing country music and stuff, but there's really a whole lot of great women doing this stuff, too, from back in the day and right now. And speaking of that, this little song right here called Oh, Jeremiah, I kind of wrote it as a offshoot of a Sierra Farrell's song just called Jeremiah. And so I kind of imagine the type of trouble a man like that might get into in the wild frontier of America. Here it is. This one's old Jeremiah. I hope I can remember how to do it right. Old Jeremiah, he had trouble on his mind. Trouble he did find, for he lived reckless and blind. It was up in Colorado, way out in the woods. He wasn't living good, not like he knew he should. They brought him into murder, said he killed a man, and they didn't understand how he could do it with his hands. So they put him in the jailhouse, but that didn't last for long. Whether right or wrong, in the morning he was gone. The Blue Hills of Kentucky, he took another name, although not without pain, for it made him feel ashamed. But he found himself a woman, one as good as gold, a love that he could hold, and together they'll grow old. Just like that old story about the man who's coming home. The train has left the station and there's no place he can go. The law caught up behind him, just like it always does. Now Jeremiah, he's a legend, yes he always was.
Beautiful there, Charlie. I'm sure Sierra would love to see you performing that there.
Ha ha. Yeah, well, you know, we used to both play down there in New Orleans around the same time. I kind of vaguely remember her from those days, running around in the street, and a whole bunch of other cats, you know, Benjamin Todd and a whole lot of other folks out there playing on the street that, if you ask me, are as good or better than anything you're going to hear anybody signed to a label. But, you know, out there in the, like I said, they in the anonymous frontier, and a lot of them prefer to stay there, and I appreciate that and share the sentiment on this side of my body.
And Western as Fuck actually just popped her cherry. We went to New Orleans later this year for the Folk Alliance and got to meet a bunch of friends. What was we just were blown away by how fucking fun New Orleans was and all the talent that's roaming around there. What drew you to New Orleans, and can you talk about your time there, Charlie?
Oh man, so I lived in New Orleans off and on as a kid. My uncle lived and worked in the French Quarter for a long time at a restaurant called La Louisiane on Iberville, in between Royal and Bourbon, and at a time had a townhouse in Metairie, and we lived out also in like Bay St. Louis and in southern Mississippi and all that. So I spent a lot of my upbringing kind of going out there in the summer times and stuff, and living in Dallas with my mama, going back and forth. And so I spent a lot of time in the French Quarter running around when I was young. And so when I kind of when I became transient, I just kind of fell back into New Orleans. And when I did, I just was hanging out on street corners, you know, at first just kind of, I guess, just being a vagrant. And then eventually I learned enough to start playing. I got tired of stealing, to be honest with you. I got tired of stealing to get by. And so I started, I learned how to stand behind my guitar. And, well, I started learning off the other folks on the street, and trumpet players, brass bands, folk bands, traditional jazz folks, crackheads, everybody in between. And that's how I really became a rambling man, is all thanks to New Orleans. And that's a fact, Jack.
Beautiful there. How about you, Vincent Neil Emerson? Have you spent time out there in New Orleans?
Yeah, not as much as Charlie has, though. I've been a handful of times, and I tried to busk on the streets, and I almost got my ass whooped a couple times by a couple of the old timers. They hold down the block over there, man. They really do.
Man, they do.
It's like sometimes it's like drug dealers. It's like you don't go and post up on
someone else's corner or spot, you know.
That's right.
But I spent a lot of time down there, man. I got some friends that live over there, and I love New Orleans, man. I feel at home there just as much as I do here in Texas. And I actually have a lot of family in Louisiana. My mom's side of the family is all Native American from Northwest Louisiana.
Well, right on there. Well, hey, folks, we're going to take a quick little break here. We're going to go into a special little segment here. Folks, weekly here, what we're doing now at Cabin Fever Sessions is we're putting the call out for musicians to cover songs of their other musician friends out there. So I just want to play this video for you right now. A wonderful, wonderful rendition of Port Matilda by Alex Bianchoff and a couple of friends from all over Texas and one Kansian.
All right, this is a Greasy Alice song called Port Matilda.
Alrighty there. That was our Play It Forward session right there with contributing artists from all over Austin, Texas. One from Springs there and Buda. Aaron O'Keefe, Josh Fleshman, Ben Galloway, John Grossman, Trent Pruitt, and Addie Brown from Kansas, the lonely Kansanite there. We're going to try and do these weekly. It's a nice little break between our little live stream here. And so far, so good. If you're interested in being a part of this, we're going to find a way to make sure that you guys can. But type in the chat who you want to see and who do you think can be a part of this in the future. Charley, I really wanted to ask you really quick. You just came out with Field Recordings Volume 1. 2 questions. How'd you come about that? And will there be a Volume 2? Because it's fucking great.
That's very kind of you to say. Well, so that first record that I put out, kind of my official one, I got a million terrible recordings existing out there, but the first official kind of record I ever put out, it's called A Stolen Jewel, and I recorded it in an old farmhouse in Mendocino County, California, where I've spent a lot of time in my adult life traveling. I ended up kind of always living on farms, kind of off and on throughout the years, which is really where I kind of learned how to work, to be honest with you. The guy that recorded that record with me, who is a farmer in Mendocino County named Kyle Madrigal, he bought an old Fostex tape machine a couple years ago. And whenever I'm in the county for any stretch of time, we usually sit down somewhere like in his farmhouse, out in the pasture, other farmhouses, just all kind of places, wherever we can get together. And I just kind of lay down whatever songs come to mind at the time. So we recorded about 100 of them so far, and then we narrowed it down to about 30, and I put it out on the Field Recordings. And to answer your question, I'm hoping to do about 10 of those volumes in my lifetime. So hopefully I'm just getting this started, and it's just a compilation of songs I picked up on the road, stuff I've written on my own, folk songs, country songs, just kind of anything goes. And maybe half of it's on guitar, the other half of them I play a lot of banjo too. So thanks for listening to that, man. I really appreciate y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what we like about your albums too is that, there's sometimes half originals and half covers. What's the process of wanting to pick a good cover for an album?
Oh man, just if I like it, playing on the corner and stuff, playing on Royal Street or in front of Cafe Du Monde or in the subways in New York, or the BART rail in San Francisco or overseas and whatever. I just always threw out the songs that didn't work and kept the ones that did. That's how I got into country music, was playing drinking songs in New Orleans. I learned My Bucket's Got a Hole in It from a old Cajun boy named Sal in front of Rouse's. Driving Nails in My Coffin, Ernest Tubbs, another one I learned from a jug band, probably on Frenchman Street, a whole number of places. So I don't really discern too much between whether it's my song or if it's not. Sometimes I write a good one, but I ain't too proud to record somebody else's if I think it's really good, like with Vincent or George Jones, or even if it's something that just George Jones sang that maybe. That's what I respect about a lot of great singer-songwriters and performers out there is knowing when to sing the best song even when it ain't yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you mean, that brings up actually a question that I have here that's coming out of the chat run here. A Grendel is interested in, do either one of you have any reservations about street buskers playing your songs? And actually, have you guys ever run into a street busker, playing one of your songs?
Shit, I mean, I ain't famous enough for that. I think the closest I get with Charley playing it on a live stream, one of my tunes at least.
About to say, I do it for him every day, but I don't know, man. I mean, that would honestly be the highest. That'd be the highest honor if that's happening anywhere. That'd be the highest honor for me. You'd have to be a damn fool to be upset if some street performer was playing your song, because they out there playing some of the greatest folk music floating around in the American canon out there. So, hell, I don't know. I can't say I've ever walked across anybody singing any of my music. Nah.
Absolutely. Well, hey, while we're in it right now, Vincent, I think it's your turn right now. Let's pass off the torch.
Cool, man.
Get it, old son.
Well, I think some folks might be mad if I didn't play this song. This That's the title track of the record I just put out. It's called Fried Chicken and Evil Women. He woke up this morning with the blues around his head, empty bottle in his hand, a stranger in his bed. Say roll himself a smoke, gotta find his dirty clothes. How he ain't been killed yet, wait, ain't nobody know. With that road long and hard, can't you see? Well, some of us are lucky just to be alive. He always said, I ain't living unless I'm free. With fried chicken and evil women gonna be the death of me. So he was down in Vegas on a Sunday afternoon. Said, come on, Papa needs a brand new pair of shoes. He blew all his money and like the fool that he was, he held up a Safeway, came out with 15 bucks. Well, that road is long and hard, can't you see? Well, some of us are lucky just to be nice. And he always said, I ain't living unless I'm free. With fried chicken and evil women gonna be the death of me. So he fell in love with a woman on a bus. They rode down to New Orleans, had him a family. Now 6 of his kids, they're out raising hell like him. He's turning old and gray with nothing left to give. Well, that road is long and hard, can't you see? Well, some of us are lucky just to be nice. He always said, I ain't living unless I'm free. With fried chicken and evil women gonna be the death of me. Now all these kids and this old gal gonna be the death of me. I messed it up a little bit, but there you go.
That's the best way of some of those renditions right there. Just real quick, just want to give another shout out to our sponsor out there with Mural and Mural Cerveza from our brothers and sisters across the state line in Colorado and in Texas. New Belgium brewery. Thank you for saving our asses and wetting our whistles. So cheers, boys.
Love that money.
Love that money. So, all right. Ain't lying to do. Vincent, tell me, how does one come by naming a record or coming up with a song called Fried Chicken and Evil Women? Hey, what's the problem with that?
The problem with it, I don't know if there's a problem with it, but I don't know. I just wrote the song kind of being goofy. I was listening to a lot of John Prine at the time, and I just wanted to write a lighthearted song with a little bit more humor mixed into it. I was writing a lot of sad tunes, and I think the human experience, you're getting cheated when it comes to songwriting if you're not exploring that side of the human experience, which is the funny side of it, the comedic side of it, kind of. But it's also, if you really listen to the song, it is sort of, there's a story there, and it can be interpreted as sad or whatever, man. But I ended up naming the record Fried Chicken and Evil Women because my manager, I was going to call it Highway Shine, but my manager had mocked up this album cover. Him and Connie mocked up this album cover with the title Fried Chicken and Evil Women on it, and I saw that, and I was like, man, that's got to be it.
Man, yeah, just shout out. Yeah, no. I'm really, really happy you went with that too. And shout out there to Travis the Sultan and Connie, great graphic artists. Yeah, no, I love all their work out there.
La Honda Records, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We met Travis when he rolled on through here with Coulter Wall, which one of the first videos that we worked on here with Western as Fuck, and really, really appreciate Travis taking his time and convincing. You know, actually, this brings up a really funny story because I remember we were trying to start this channel, and I was having an argument with my partner about this, about what we're going to call it. I'm like, well, we should call it Western as Fuck because that's the kind of music we want to do. And he's just like, nobody's going to want to watch a channel or want to get a t-shirt that says that. And I walked outside of the Cowboy Saloon here in Laramie, Wyoming, and I ran into Coulter Wall. I'm like, hey, you want to do a live video with us? He's just like, oh, I'm not sure. Well, the channel's called Western as Fuck, and he immediately switched gears. He said, right on.
I love the name, dude. It's good shit.
Yeah, absolutely. We love it too. And hopefully here in a couple of months here, and maybe even a week or two, we're going to have another video that we shot with Charley. So we're excited to release that. And thanks for being on the channel. How are we going to get you on here, Vincent?
Man, as soon as all this stuff lets up, I'm there.
Perfect. Maybe we can get all like in our COVID suits and whatnot and do like a pandemic little series. Maybe,
as long as we keep 6 feet apart. We better make it 12, because I smell funny right now.
All right, time to switch gears. Charley, why don't you play us another song here? We're getting close to the end of the hour, and I think people want to hear some more music.
How much you think we got left in terms of songs? Just kind of wondering because I gotta pull out my big dogs. If I got to.
We're gonna go for just a little bit more, but go ahead and play to your heart's content.
All right, big dog. This is one I wrote called Painted Blue. They say there's a price on my head, and that I'm better off dead. But that sheriff better keep this in mind. I'll so be hard to find. I give up so much of me. I should probably be charging a fee. You say that you don't like me and I'm wrong. I bet you're gonna love the way I'm gone. I ain't too concerned with my name, 'cause I know it won't be on my grave. But I ain't gonna hang my head down and cry, 'cause I know where I'm going when I die. Yes, Lord. The bright lights shining in this city remind me of the time when she was with me. It's the same old feeling, nothing new. So I'm fixing the pain and blue. I might be down in Texas after a while, Louisiana in Seattle. But I'll tell you what I'm really about to do. I'm fixing the painted blue. Lord, I'm fixing the painted blue. Yes, I'm fixing the painted blue. You know I'm fixing the painted blue. Lord, I'm fixing the painted blue. Painted blue.
Hell yeah, boy, that sounded real good.
Thanks, Vincent. Thanks a lot, man.
That's Charley Crockett with Paint Blue there. Hey, Charley, I'm actually kind of interested, being a little filmophile myself here. You just recently got to make a movie not too long ago, did you?
Yeah, it was a little. Yeah, it's like a movie teaser. Yeah, we did a 10-minute version of a Western, and we're in the process of developing it into a full-length feature with a director named Ben Christensen out of Arizona. Yes, sir.
I love that. You know, I like the really, really old like movies like from like this, even like the 60s and 70s, where they'd pull all these country artists out and put them in films. Like I can even think like, you know, Chris Christopherson, you know, got his start with Harry Dean Stanton in a film I can't really remember. But, you know, what's it like utilizing another talent like that?
Oh, man. Well, I mean, I love the classic films, man. I love the Westerns. I love the traditional Westerns. I love the Italian spaghetti Westerns. I love the neo Westerns, whatever the hell you want to call them. I just love film, and I love them even for their shortcomings. There's all kinds of whitewashing and prejudices and all kinds of stuff in them films that are obvious. But I appreciate the way that time puts its stamp on art, and you can see the way the society is kind of a mirror of itself through art, especially visual art like film. Standing behind a guitar and kind of being I've been kind of painted as a song and dance man, or somebody that relies on gimmicks and whatever they want to say, but I think I'm an all around showman, and so getting into film is something that I really like if it's in the mindset that agrees with me, and I know how to be Charley Crockett, and I've been on camera enough doing stuff like this for the last decade or so that I really like getting the opportunity to kind of expand on what I'm doing with music and film, because there ain't a big difference in it, just like with music. It's like if you cutting records the way you want to cut it, it's the same thing in film. If you're making films the way that you want to make them, man, that's high art and something to be proud of. So I don't got no acting skills, but I can dang sure be Charley Crockett.
Absolutely. Well, it's awesome, and great job out there, Ben Christensen. He's a hell of an artist out there.
He sure is. We want to get these fools in there, Vincent and Coulter and all kinds of folks. I want my friends to get into these movies with me.
Dude, I'm so handsome, man. Dude, I'm gonna be the star of whatever film I'm in.
Vincent, you is handsome, boy. You got hair on top of your head.
Not for long.
Young Guns 3 right there. I could see the poster right now.
Come on.
Come on, people. All right. There's somebody in the chat room here, Vincent, Scooty. They just won't let me leave or leave me alone after I do this. But they're requesting and they've tipped this for you to play 25 and Wasting Time. Is that something you're able to do right now?
Oh, totally, man. Yeah, sure.
All right. That's one's for you, Scooty.
That's actually one of the least requested songs that I get. So I'll be.
Is that true? That's crazy, man. That song is incredible.
That doesn't make any fucking sense at all. It's an amazing song.
I think that just shows you how good his record is overall.
I'm just lucky that anybody's requesting any one of my tunes, So this song is not autobiographical, as most people think it is. I do not have 3 children, and I'm not married to a woman named, I can't remember the name I say in the song, Georgia. My wife's name is Jerry. I got one child on the way. Anyway, here's 25 and wasted time. Or as some folks like to call it, I think I'll just stay here and drink, but with different lyrics. I quit drinking yesterday. I left my job down at the pound say, ain't gonna let them have my day. Well, I'm too young to be this way. I'm Melly Georgia back in May. I got 2 and 1 more on the way. Figure I'll get myself a break. I don't care what her daddy say. 25 and wasting time. I ain't never been outside of this county line. Hey, I'm gonna be here till I die. I'll meet you on that by and by. I saw a postcard on the fridge, an eagle flying over that mountain ridge. Where I'm headed now, there ain't nobody knows. I think I pack my grip and go. Johnny frets and cold to walk. They're the only reason I keep my radio on. Maybe a little bit of Charley Crockett on the side. I'll meet you on that by and by. 25 and wasting time. Lord, I ain't never been outside of this county line. Hey, I'm gonna be here till I die. I'll meet you on that by and by. Hey, I'm gonna be here till I die. I'll meet you on that by and by.
Yeah, that was
son.
awesome there. I cannot believe that you called that like your least requested song, because that is something that's literally I'm playing it in my Jeep, after this. So great fucking song, dude.
Thank you, man.
You started to mention a little bit about the story a little bit, but what's the story with that?
Sometimes you write songs that are not autobiographical. We're storytellers first and foremost, I think, and with that comes using your imagination, man, and just coming up with stuff. It doesn't always have to be about yourself. It could. A lot of times, I'll come up with tunes and use things from my life as inspiration, or that feeling you get about certain things, and use that to craft a song. But that's just a story that I came up with, man. Really.
Well, that's wonderful. And what we like here is we like all of our songwriters and storytellers staying in their imagination. So don't forget, folks, just keep tipping in the super chat here, and let's make sure that they can keep their minds on their imagination and their creativity, and not worry about having to pay their phone bill or their sweethearts off or something like that. And don't forget, make sure that you guys you can tip in their Venmos too that we have at the top there. Well, Charley, I got a guy here on the super chat. It's not really a question, but it is a request. Are you kind of interested in playing Borrowed Time?
Oh, he want to hear Borrowed Time?
Yeah. JDR would like to hear a Borrowed Time, and he tipped you a good number for that.
I want to hear that one too, man. Hell yeah.
Well, tell him thank you, but I'm I'm gonna play something else.
There you go, JDR.
No, hey.
sorry to break your heart.
No, JDR, thanks for the tip, man. Come see me on Sunday night, and I'm gonna play it for you. I play it all the time, and I know I want to play something else for you that I think you like just as much. But I promise you, I'll play it on Sunday for you.
That's a good trade-off right there. What are you gonna play for us next, Charlie?
I want to do one.
Loving you on borrowed time. Get a little snippet of it at least.
Come on then, yeah. Man, I tell you what, that 25 and wasted time, man, I hear good old boys bumping that at their trucks.
Really?
I literally have heard that coming out of people's trucks in Austin, Texas. It's wild.
Damn, that's fucking awesome, man.
I bump it out of my Dio.
Go on ahead, big dog. This is Western as fuck. You just tell it like it is. You want me to play? Can I play something? You want me to play something?
Yeah. Let's get right into it.
This one I wrote is kind of like it's like a song coming from the grave. It's called the Poplar Tree. I wrote it with my good friend and another one of Texas's finest sons, named Dallas Burrow. Great songwriter and performer that y'all gonna be seeing a whole lot more from. We wrote this one together. I wrote about half of it out in the Chihuahuan Desert, outside of Del City, Texas, on the New Mexican border. Here it is, Poplar Tree. I'm holding my head up. I'm not gonna cry or tell them I need her and that without her I would die. I'm not gonna argue. They won't listen to me. I'm just gonna stay right here under the poplar tree. Let me tell you a story. It happened this way. It was born out of longing in a man that's gone astray. I've been to the valley in the shadow of death. I've crossed many rivers wearing a scar on my chest. Can I outrun this heartache? A man he sure can try. I gave my all to that woman, then she turned around and said goodbye. I was in a high desert. Del City was a town. That's when my luck turned south. This old boy started showing out. He killed the clerk and a young girl who was only standing there. He looked at me real peculiar with the bullets flying through the air. I lit out in a hurry. He went out in a hearse. Heartbroken and wanted. Couldn't tell you which one of them is worse. He must have been real important, 'cause his posse caught up to me. I was holding my head up when they hung me from a poplar tree. Yes, they hung me from a poplar tree.
Damn, old son, that's a hell of a song right there, man.
Appreciate it, Vincent. I'm just trying to keep up with you and culture if you want to know the truth.
Yeah. We're just trying to keep up with you, boy.
Well, let's do a I think we need to do like a package tour. You know what I mean? That's what we really need to do. Like a package bill like they used to do, you know?
That'd be kick ass, man.
Man, that'd be fun as long as we didn't get each other in too much trouble.
Man, I think the way things are going, a lot of things are going to be changed, so we may be able to get the chance to do something like that, man, in the future, you know.
I hope so, man. I want to switch it up, man. I'm getting bored with the way it was.
Yeah.
You know.
Where were you guys supposed to be right now? I'm sure you had something lined up on the docket to do some spring touring, right?
Oh, dude. I don't even know where the hell I was supposed to be right now. I know I had a bunch of really good gigs lined up. I was supposed to play Billy Bob's with old Coulter Wall, and I got the call to play Luck at one point. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that or not, but I might be on next year if they do it again. We had so much cool stuff lined up. Where were you supposed to be at today, Charlie? Do you remember?
Was it Colorado? Yeah, we were supposed to be in Colorado, which is a damn shame because that's where I'd rather be right now. Make no mistake about it. Texas is where I always will claim as home, but I feel the best when I'm at the base of a mountain, if not right on top of it. So it'd be old Colorado. It's all right though, man. Once they let it, like I said, once we get to bust it wide open again, man, it's gonna be game over with all of us, man. We're gonna be coming for everybody, and we're gonna make up all these shows when we can, and whatever that means, man. I know me and Vincent and a bunch of our friends, we ain't never gonna stop when doing this thing. So
this shit ain't gonna slow me down for sure.
Hell no.
It might slow me down, but it ain't gonna stop me. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
How's this last year been, Vincent? Just getting the record out and everything like that. Has it been a pretty exciting year for you? Well, besides the COVID happening, but maybe talking about a little bit about last year.
Yeah, man. 2019 was an amazing year for me. I got to do a lot of crazy things and play all the shows and go on tour a lot of cool places, man. We were on a pretty good trajectory there, and I feel lucky to be involved with the people that I'm working with right now. Connie Collinsworth and Travis Blankenship, my manager over at La Honda Records. Yeah, man. We had some cool stuff happening.
Well, when you got people like Connie and Travis on your being your right-hand men and women there, you can't go wrong. They're great people and really, really enjoy their work. Boys, it's getting down to the end of the hour here. I think we gotta go out smoking the Kings here and probably play one tune each. What do you guys think?
That sound good to me.
Well, we got people on the super chat asking you to play Willie Nelson's Wall. What do you think of that? Or are you going to just say, I'll play it next Sunday again?
I'll do it. I
want to hear it too, dang.
Oh, big shouts out to my friends over at Willie Nelson's Reserve for putting this song out there and really sharing my stuff, man. They've been super supportive. Last time I came to Colorado, they brought me a little care package and hung out with me. So I love those folks, both the Ryans.
Maybe they can sponsor us for the for the month of June.
Hey, man, we might see about that. That'd be really cool.
That's a good idea. Put him on. Put Travis on the case. Put Travis on the case.
If you're watching, Travis, let's get it, boy. All right, here we go. This is my song. It's called Willie Nelson's Wall. I'd like to dedicate this to my uncle. Well, I'm high as a fly on Willie Nelson's wall, and I can't remember where I am at all. And I don't know where my mind is taking me, with my boots in my hand and my hat on my feet. Somebody drive me home. I don't know if I should be left alone. And if my good girl calls, well, tell her I'm the supply on the wall. Hey, buddy. Honey, please. Now I'm drunk as an uncle in a Walmart parking lot, blaring Margaritaville and taking up 2 spots. Windows down, my beer cans on the ground, and I ain't moving if the police come around. Somebody drive me home. I don't know if I should be left alone. And if my good girl calls, we'll tell her I'm the supply on the wall. Now I'm sober as a judge, shaking hands with everyone. There ain't no way to tell if I'll ever be done, with a smile on my face and a twinkle in my eye. Buddy, I'm gonna stay this way until the day I die. Somebody drive me home. I don't know if I should be left alone. And if my good girl calls, well, tell her I'm the supply on the wall. Oh yeah, tell her I'm the supply on the wall. There we go.
Willie Nelson's Ball from Vincent Neil Emerson there. Always love that tune there, man.
Hey, man, can I say something real quick?
Of course.
I just want to thank all my fans out there and all my friends and family for supporting me during this crazy-ass shit going on. I want to say that I got to plug myself for a second here. Hold on. We have vinyl and T-shirts and hats for sale on our website, so go check that out, y'all. That's all I got to say.
How about you there, Charlie? Any shameless plugs?
My name's Charley with an EY, like Charlie Pride. Crockett with 2 T's, just like Davey. If you like what you heard, support what you heard. If you got a couple dollars in your wallet, take those couple dollars out your wallet and then stuff your wallet in the phone, and we'll take care of it from there. You know what I'm talking about? Because applause is nice, but that don't buy me no red beans and rice. We accept credit cards, only we can't give them back. That's a fact, Jack.
And a wop bop, a little wop, a wop, bam, boom.
That's right, baby, because I ain't above eating beignets off the table, but ain't no beignets here, baby. So buy cheap, tip deep. Come on now.
Y'all need to go check out that new Charlie Crockett T-shirt with the alligator on it. That shit is fire, dude. Really.
Oh, thanks, man.
I love
that's
that
cool.
shit.
No, man, I'm having this is just a man. It's it just harkens back to the I mean, touring like we do is a blessing, man. And sometimes, I'm sitting there on the road playing these shows, and and I just am so grateful for the opportunities that myself and all my friends that I play music with, and Vincent and so many of us, the opportunities that we've been given are such a blessing. But I'd be lying to you if I tell you I didn't miss the simplicity of the days when I didn't have a phone and didn't have anybody counting on me but myself. And this stuff we're doing right now feels a whole lot like that. And I can't express the gratitude I have for what y'all are doing for us with stuff like this, with Western as Fuck and Gems on VHS, and just a whole lot of other people and all these sponsors and stuff throwing us money during this time. Me and Vincent and all of us, man, we just so grateful. Want to say thank y'all from the bottom of my heart.
And Charlie, you speak for me as well on that, man. I agree with you 100% for sure.
Come on.
Yeah.
We're tickled to have you, boys, and this is one of the reasons why we started the Cabin Fever sessions. Folks know that you can go to our page, and we have westernaf.net, and there is a Cabin Fever shirt up there. And if you buy that, we're gonna give all the donations to the artists and just spread the love that way. Go out there, support these artists, buy their records, because first pressing's always the best, and those are always limited edition right there. And look at that, I think Vincent's got a pick up there, a VNE. Oh, that's perfect. The problem is you got me in the reflection there. That just dropped 20% there. Oh, yep. And gotta really appreciate the sponsor there. Hey, Charlie, we got people in the chat requesting more songs, but I'm too scared to ask you.
Come on, dog. Just ask me. What you got?
I tell you what. He's
More.
the one you don't have to be scared about asking to play more songs, because he will play for hours.
I believe it. But we're getting to the
come
end
on,
of the
man.
Hey,
we're getting. Remember, man, Vincent used to live in this little shack off the alley in Fort Worth, the trash pile. Man, we used to sit up. Man, don't let him fool you. This dude could go for days. What's he got? What y'all talking about?
Yeah, no, we there's somebody in the chat that's asking for 5 Mile More, but yeah, if you guys want to go until tomorrow, we'll just keep this stream going. But seriously, I don't think we could pay you enough, but you didn't be here long enough. But thanks again, boys. Really appreciate this. And let's go out with one more song from Charley here. And you know what? Thank you both for being on here and taking time out of your day. It truly is an honor just to have, I want to say future legends, but legends right now amongst our midst here. So keep doing what you're doing, and we'll definitely keep showing up.
Thank you, brother. I just noticed you have a Summer Dean hat on too.
Oh yeah. This Summer Dean hat actually is when Coulter came to town. So that's when I met Coulter and Travis and everybody like that. But I traded her a Western as Fuck shirt for one of these hats, and I wear it everywhere. I can't take it off my head. It's actually glued on.
On this for sure.
Oh yeah, we want to, but we don't know how to get the hell a hold of her. So Summer, if you're watching, we want you on the show.
You see the pattern with Fort Worth folks. You can't get a hold of them. And Ruben, thanks for all the compliments, man. I'd say the same about you guys if I want to be as big a liar as y'all was. But here's a request that I'm actually going to honor for you guys. 5 more miles. What was the name of the person that asked for it?
It is Wilf Malore, and I'm not Ruben, by the way.
Oh I'm sorry.
No, but we have to give a shout out to Ruben, who is our engineer, production coordinator.
God dang, I couldn't tell the difference.
It's okay. Here he is right now. That's Ruben right there.
Holy shit! I'm so sorry.
Damn it, Charlie.
Right.
Don't worry about it. It's all right. We all look the same anyways up here in Wyoming.
I'm so sorry about that.
Don't worry about it. It's all good. I'm Mike, goddammit.
Oh, Mike, man, thanks so much, man. Hell,
I do say all white folks look alike, so. Go on, sing it for him, Charlie.
Oh, shit. Hey, Cullen, come bring your trumpet out. Come back here, man. Come on.
Come on.
Cullen Fox gonna take us out. William, this one's for you. 5 more miles. Thank y'all so much. If you like what you heard, support what you heard. You heard? What's that, bro? As he fly, see my struggle in his eye. You don't want me, yes I know. 5 more miles for me to go. The 2 train running, the beat is tight. The sun comes up, I'm going down. They said I'm free, but I just don't know. 5 more miles for me to go. 5 more miles for me to go. I'm gonna tell you what,
exposing tears up with sorrow. I'm gonna tell you what, ain't never enough. They call me no Christmas, that's my name. I got this river running through my veins. That night in August, so do go. 5 more miles for me to go. I know this life so is hard. All I can do is play my cards. Keep saying I'm free, but I just don't know. 5 more miles for me to go. 5 more miles for me to go. Thank you, folks. Hasta luego.
Beautiful there, Charlie. Charlie, Vincent, and Neil Emerson, thank you so much for being a part of this. Really, really happy to have you on Cabin Fever Sessions. Charlie, we also want to thank your buddy Jacob from JW Productions, who's helped us out with this. Good to see you, buddy, and we can't wait to see you for the next Folk Alliance. All our players at Play It Forward, really, really amazing to have you all there. We can't wait till next week's. Next week, check out Gems on VHS's live stream. Actually, that's actually. Oh, I got cake on my face. Oh, that looked pretty. I can't hear you, Vincent. You're muted. What you say there, brother?
I was gonna say. You got something in your mustache, but you got it.
I'm just actually enjoying the cigarettes. I'm making sure they're cleaned off so I can smoke them later. But look out tomorrow, okay? Gems on VHS is doing a Cabin Fever session with Matt Heckler. That is something you don't want to miss. That's at 6 p.m. Central Time. And then next week, we got on the stream our friend Esther and Riley. It should be a hell of a time, and that will be probably at the same time next week. And, of course, we want to thank our sponsor, Miral Cerveza from New Belgium Brewery. And really, really appreciate you guys keeping this up on here. Till next time, folks. Hope you enjoy the show. Description. And don't forget, for our sponsor, link in the description. Check that out there. And also, we should go to our buddies right here that are hyping up some logos right there. Get all the shameless plugs all around there. Oh yes, this is a camel sponsor.
We'll get my T-shirt. Hold on, where's it at?
Yeah. Till next
T-shirt
time,
logo.
boys. Appreciate you.
Hell yeah. Matty out. Take it easy.
See ya.